Panthers are set to match up with the Washington football team. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Here's Richie James on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They go quickly here out to Moore. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. DeAndre Carter back deep. Last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. On play action, Heineke out to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion, or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Murray has the 1st down and more. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They go back to Murray on 1st down. There he goes inside the 30, and he'll be taken down at the 26. 48 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ball game. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And they'll try to throw now. Heineke. Off to Thomas on the left side. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They go play action. Now Heineke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st down, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw is Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. here. It's Murray. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a dump off here complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Faking the give, Darnold. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And for Darnold, this may be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Heineke. He'll buy some time right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Heineke got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, Darnold. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Panthers. Trey Burton, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Panthers have taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 38-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Murray. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now a give. This is Murray. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, Heineke. Over the middle, complete. It's Mason. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A handoff. It's Murray. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And the play fake, and now Heineke
sliding out of the pocket. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Latavius Murray. His second touchdown on the season.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold.
He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Darnold. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, Darnold. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. Washington 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. DeAndre Carter returning it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
2nd down and 3.
Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the 1st half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Murray. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Second and 7.
They'll run with McKissick. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
Pardon if you want more. I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a toss running left. Here's Murray. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Play action now. Here's Heineke.
Rolling to his right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up the third down.
They will run it. It's McKissick. A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They run from the shotgun with Murray. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
They go with Murray again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
3rd and short yardage. Heineke.
Flushed out right.
Completes it to Samuel.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
124 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Again, it's Murray. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Heineke.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Heineke from the gun on 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
That's on Pat Elflein, the guard.
Darnold.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold connecting with Burton here over the middle. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Darnold on first down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, McCaffrey. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. Diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
A couple of former Jets. Darnold to Anderson. First down, Carolina.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, it's Darnold. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Heineke. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Heineke.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
To throw is Heineke. And that nearly intercepted. For a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years. The arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And give him credit. He deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively. My goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 41, Darnold. James has got it. Complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Back to the ground on 1st, it's McCaffrey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Carter now on the return.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Heineke now.
Over the middle here to Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Heineke.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go. Deep left side. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And they will take a knee here.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree. Matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make